Well, if it ain't Grin Slim, I knew from day one the slide would be greased. That's what Iceberg said. That he knew from day one the slide would be greased. And I know sometimes it can feel like that. And a lot of times, like, yo, it's not fair. The way the chips are stacked, man, the deck is stacked against us. Yo, there's some validity to that. A lot. Obstacles to obstacles. And the way people treat each other is the way people treat each other. So ain't no denying it. It's quite a few people's experience or some level. You know, every nationality, race, color, and creed has probably been disenfranchised to an extent. I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. And the slide being greased, everybody had that time where you was overcoming something. You tried to climb something, achieve something. And it felt like it just cost too much work. It took too much effort just to stay in the middle, just to break even. It felt like it took everything. Just be treading water, treading ice cold water. Or trying to swim against a riptide. You just swimming hard, but the current just still carrying you at the same speed in the same direction. You could paddle your protest as long as you want. But sometimes it just feels like the slide is greased, and I get it. So what do you do when the slide is greased? You know, the alleged slide is greased. That's a good question. Because now we're talking about the options on other ways that you can ascend. You don't have to ascend up the slide like they say. Like Ice said. Go up some stairs. You ain't supposed to be climbing a fire escape anyway. You go down that anyway. So that slide, whether it's greased or not, makes no never mind. You rush into handle an emergency if you're going down the fire escape. But if you get your priorities mixed up, then that's how you're going to respond to different urgency. You're going to find yourself trying to climb up a fire escape that you should be going down going down into the world. But they train us so hard to retreat into the mind. That's like climbing up a fire escape sometimes if we never put our feet on the ground. And if our mind is not a direct trigger to some immediate action, then yeah, we got to respond to a fire. We got a fire in our life that we got to put out. But instead of going down the fire escape to get down on the ground and handle the problem, we trying to climb up a fire escape that is greased. And you'll never get past the first couple of millimeters. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say in a nutshell. Don't give up. Sometimes you may have to give in, though, and just for mental health, and just take a little minute and just sit with it. And it's like, yo, man, let me just sit back and reassess this thing. Yo, you're gonna have to do that every once in a while. I do. You know, everybody does, and that's good. That's part of what you need to do when you feel like you need to do it. Only you can determine when you got to do it, though. You know, we can only say, yo, we see signs. This looks like this. You look more like this or that. We can only make observations. But you know how you feel. And that's going to be the response that you're going to have to work with. All right? Catch y'all in a minute.